starting in like mid-December, it was like a week and a half before Christmas, I suddenly just stopped sleeping, basically. I would go to bed, fall asleep totally normally, and then pop up at like 3 hours later and just not be able to go back to sleep at all.
Did you have big life changes?
I did not. It felt like it was so out of nowhere.
Okay.
And I have a 1, a 3, and a 4-year-old, and
Gosh,
so
hold on. Those are big life changes, Marie. Good God.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, they've been around for a year, a little more.
No, nothing's changed. I just have 3 humans I created in the last 4 years.
Yeah, pretty quickly. And it felt like it was pretty out of nowhere.
Okay, I want to do a thing with you. Is that cool? I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah. I want to do a thing with you.
No, totally.
Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
And then on the count of 3, I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to snap them open. Like,
okay.
Over-exaggerate. You're in your car, nobody's watching. And if they are, they're going to think you're weird already. So, 3,
all right.
2, 1, snap them open. Okay, you're wide-eyed right now.
Yes.
Got it? Pretend it's 3 a.m.
Okay.
What is your body desperately trying to get your attention for?
Well, the thought spiral that would happen was usually like, first I would start to panic knowing that I was probably not going to fall back asleep.
Okay.
And then I would immediately start thinking about everything that I had to get done the next day that was about to be ruined.
Right.
And everything, because it's the holidays, that is about to get ruined. And I'm going to make myself sound like a crazy person, but then the thought spiral continues. And then it goes into, oh my gosh, if I am this level of sleep deprived, then I have a hard time not being impatient with my 3 very small children. And then I'm going to be a terrible mom that day, and my kids are getting a subpar childhood, and it just goes and goes and goes. And I just find myself spending so much energy trying to actively stop my thought snowball.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. Are you still married?
I am, yes.
In some of these thought spin outs, do you look over and see your husband just peacefully dead asleep next to you and you just want to punch him?
Actually, yes. Yes and no.
I know.
Yes, because I wish I was sleeping. No, because he's been like a rock star through all of it.
So I'm going to rattle some things off to you, okay?
Okay.
Number 1, I like to start with the idea that my body's not broken.
Okay.
I want to start with the idea that my body's doing the best it can. Okay? That's not always the case, but most of the time it is.
Yeah.
So, if you have 3 young kids.
I do.
And I'm going to rattle off 4 or 5 things, okay? See if any of these hit home. If you don't have active, engaged relationships with other women on or about your age, or some help with those kids, your body would be failing you if it let you sleep all night. If you and your husband owe a bunch of money and your amygdala knows, I've got 3 kids, and if one thing happens during this Christmas season and we don't make this sale or we don't get this thing or his raise doesn't come through, they're going to take our house and our cars and our food. If any of that is true, even if it's bananas, that's way down the road, your body would be failing you if it let you sleep all night. If you can't think of the last time you wrote things down or you felt like you were doing anything, you ever been skiing before, water skiing?
I failed, but yes, I tried.
Okay, but so you know what I'm about to say. Whenever you're water skiing and you're behind the boat and you wave like, all right, go. For the first 30 yards, you're just getting blasted in the face with water until you can get up on top of the water. When you have a 1-year-old, God help you, much less a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old on top of it, most of your day feels like I'm getting dragged behind the boat and I can't get on top of the water.
Yes, that's accurate.
And if your body knows any one thing that doesn't get done, the whole day falls over. It would be failing you if it let you sleep. So what happens is you go and 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 you tell yourself a story. I don't have time to sit down and journal. I don't have time to go have a cup of coffee with somebody. I don't have time to go talk to a counselor. My husband, I don't have time or any money to get somebody to come watch the kids for half a day so we can reimagine our marriage, because our marriage is completely different than it was 4 years ago. Then your body's going to crash for 3 hours, take the minimum amount of sleep it can get by on, and it's going to spring you back awake because it is under threat. Loneliness, clutter, debt, existential angst. And what I mean by that is lots of scrolling, lots of news watching, lots of people making predictions about the future, and they're trying to get you to buy stuff because by terrifying you, and you got 3 little kids, your body is not wired to absorb all of that. So it may be that you're not broken as much as there's just some things you got to do differently during the day. Does that make sense?
Yes. Definitely the not having it in my head that there's zero time to sit down, and that if one thing goes off the rails, then everything is toast.
Okay.
I just don't know how to get out of that thought pattern. It's so hard. I don't know how to make my brain stop doing that.
So in counseling, one of the terms we use is leakage. It's just a gross word, I know, but it is what it is. Those fears and those thoughts and those to-dos, they will find their way out of your body. You can take the time throughout the day and write them down, or they will wake you up in the middle of the night to get out, but they will come out.
Yeah.
And I understand that what I'm asking a mother of 3, are you working or are you staying at home?
I'm staying at home right now.
Okay. Can you honestly look me in the face, even though we're on the phone, and tell me you aren't dreadfully lonely?
I actually am not. I have like the best friends ever. I'm so blessed. I feel like I have an army of people.
Do you see them in person? Do y'all hang out?
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all talk about...
Not as much as I'd like, but yes.
Do you talk about real stuff?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Excellent. Will y'all commit to writing things down?
Yeah, I will.
And commit to saying, okay, I need somebody to come over twice a week so I can go for a walk by myself.
Yeah.
I need a nap during the day. Or for you right now, I need to stay up during the day, and I'm going to use that time to write, even though all I want to do is lay down and go to sleep because I'm so tired I can't even see straight.
Yeah.
How's your marriage?
Great. My husband's wonderful.
Well, he can be wonderful and you can be wonderful. Years. Yeah, but y'all can both be great, but you both may be operating on old software.
Oh no, we honestly we've both been listening to your show for like a year, and we've put into practice a lot of things that we've heard you talk about, and we did a little year-end meeting.
Yeah, dude, look at you.
And we were like, I just feel like the best. We've been married 11 years, and I was like, year 11 was just the best year for us, even though I stopped sleeping.
Awesome. So a couple of just tricks of the trade. If you bust wide awake at 3:00 in the morning, after 10 minutes, get up.
Okay.
After 10 minutes, get up. And I want you to smile, and it's going to be so hard to do because you're going to be pissed off.
Yes.
I want you to smile and say, well, I guess it's time to get up. And then I want you to go into another room and get out a notebook, a journal of some sort, and write down, all right, you woke me up. What do we got to do? And here's all I want you to do. I want you to write on a list all the stuff that's in your head. Just get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Okay?
Okay.
And then I want you to take that list and really quickly at 3 a.m. divide it up. What of these can I do tomorrow? What of this is existential and I can't do anything about it? You can't do anything personally about the fires in California. You can't personally do anything about the state of the world economy and the rise of AI. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
You can say, I've got 5 amazing friends. Once a week, everybody's coming over for dinner. Husband, I love you. You're out. I can say, hey, husband, you and I need to get on a budget because we're going to stop being in debt because I'm tired of my body waking me up at 3 a.m. because we're under existential threat because we owe all this money.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I hear you.
Okay. If a couple of weeks of that doesn't stop, oh, by the way, after that, go get a book and a light, a low glow light, a non-blue light, and just read some fiction in the living room until your eyes start to really droop, and then go back and get in bed. But here's what we need to do. We need to retrain our bodies that they don't go to war in that bed. So if we go to war, we get up, because I don't want my body to begin to tense up and anticipate going to bed, and then sleep, and then it crashes, and it wakes up, and you're like, oh, sleep. And then you're training your body that's where we fight.
All right. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
After a few weeks, if this is not getting any better, I want you to call your OBGYN and say, I'm really struggling. Okay?
Yeah.
And I won't give brand names. I'm very weary of sleep meds, especially, I won't give brand names, but sleep hypnotics. They don't put you to sleep. They make you unconscious.
Yeah.
But they also, in the very short term, can help retrain yourself. Like, this is a place where we go to sleep.
Yeah.
So carefully and thoughtfully, I would sit down with the doctor.
Okay.
But hear me say, commit today. I'm going to stop going to war with my body. If it's waking me up at 3, it probably is trying to get my attention about something. I just need to figure out what that is. And for some people, just shifting the posture of go to sleep instead of, whew, I'm glad you woke me up. What's up? Sometimes that's enough just to drop your whole body posture.
Yeah.
Sometimes creating time at 9 a.m. in the morning to write down, all right, here's what I need to get done today. Here's what must get done. Here's what I'd love to get done. And here's end of time if I do, right? All that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get those things out maybe at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which again, I'm making stuff up. I'm talking to a mom of 3 kids under 4. That's lots of booties to wipe and lots of baths to get. I get it. If you got 10 minutes, 5 minutes where you can just exhale and say, I'm really grateful for my husband. I'm really grateful for these 3 crazy kids. I'm really grateful for this house. Like, I'm just going to take a minute to see how I feel. I'm going to check in with myself. And if I'm not doing okay, I'm going to have that text thread of those 4 or 5 women that I just love because I'm so blessed by them. I'm going to send out a note. Not doing okay, everybody think about me tonight. If y'all want to come have a cup of hot tea on the back porch, come over to my house. But everyone has to leave at 8:45 because I'm going to bed at 9. But let's begin to try to let some of that stuff out during the day and try to get some actual solution plans. The body is amazing at dealing with stressful things when it knows you're driving. It will wake you up every 3 hours if it thinks there's no driver and the car is just careening off the edge of a cliff. You can be in the driver's seat driving off the cliff and you won't be anxious. You'll be nervous, you'll be frustrated, you'll be exhausted, you'll be annoyed, but you're not anxious. Your body's waking you up because it doesn't think anybody's driving. So we're going to find teeny tiny pockets of digging in and finding out, okay, why do you keep waking me up? I need to let you know I'm driving. I know I want to get all these bottles washed, and I know it's not the end of time if I don't. I know I want to get these diapers purchased. It will be fine. It'll be annoying tomorrow, but it'll be fine. Let's get all that on paper before 9 o'clock, before we go to bed. And again, a couple weeks, of some really intentional, I'm not going to fight you, I'm going to get up and go to the other room, call your doctor. Say, I'm really, really struggling with sleep. Can we talk about it? You aren't broken, Marie. You're not broken. You're doing good. Those 3 little kids, they're lucky to have you as their mama.